Our good morning world. Eric Rush here doing the Max Action Daily Show. We call it MAD because if you don't figure out how to do what you want here while you're here, at the end of the party, you're just going to be mad. So let's get on it. Guys, I'm starting a review of a new book. Figure out how to get it in here without too much of a flash here. It's Tom Ziglar, Choose to Win. I have not been impressed with Mr. Tom in the past, but he seems to be maturing and kind of growing into his own, if you will. This book is awesome. It is a little hard to find. There is not one in Kent County, at least not in any of the Barnes and Noble, because some asshole went and bought them all. Schulers, don't know. But anyway, you should get one if you want to change your life one small decision at a time. The first decision you need to make is that you're going to get the book. The second decision is that you're going to keep it within arm's reach at all times until you read 11 pages a day. Typically, we do 10 pages a day. This has got 220 some pages. I want to do it in 20 days because that's how many days I have going doing the show. So that the math turns into 11 pages a day. And what's very kind of unique about this one is that at the bottom of page 12, yeah, I'm a page ahead, it says focusing on solutions and then taking action are the key ingredients to success. Guys, John Maxwell puts this in a different way. Everybody's got habits. The only way you're going to improve / change your life is if you look at your daily habits and you think about how you're going to change them. That is what makes the difference. A daily habit. I dare anybody to sit down and do the math. If you put a penny in a jar, and then the next day put 2 pennies in the jar, the next day put 4 pennies in the jar, then 8, then 16, then 32, then 64, then 128. You just double it every day. I dare anybody to do that for 30 days. It will blow your freaking mind. The reason why I bring this up is because it's all about the every day. Every day. Everybody in Quillity refers to it as their big 3. He refers to 4 different things. In the first 12 pages of this book, he's got a kid in one of his seminars that, oh, I believe in goals and I believe this and I believe that. And he says, but I know me. I'll start doing it for about 3 days and then I'll stop. Well, first thing, that was the old him, because today he woke up one day wiser. That's the good news. The bad news is he also woke up one step closer to dead. So you're a different person today. Everybody's running out of time. I like to convert that into a positive mindset of if you're going to do great things before you go, you better get started. Okay. So, what he talks about, what Tom is talking about with this kid, is that his life will change if he does 3 things. So, what I've started doing is I've actually started making notes in these books as I go through. And part of the reason why I got on here at the last minute today is because I was actually, even though I've listened to this twice, I went back through and started highlighting stuff in the book so I know exactly where to pull my notes from. He said, if you'll do these 3 things, it will change your life, which I wholeheartedly believe. Number 1, invest 15 minutes every day to start your day on purpose. The second thing is to read some self-talk cards that Tom has in the back of this book. The one that he's got, and I'll just go and read the one that he's got. I think that I'll just say that they will work. I have seen the same concept implemented in the past in a little bit different way. But the first one, I am a honest, intelligent, organized, responsible, committed, teachable person who is sober, loyal, and clearly understand that regardless of who signs my paycheck, I am self-employed. I am an optimistic, punctual, enthusiastic, goal setting, smart working, self starter who is disciplined, focused, dependable, persistent, positive thinker with great self control. And I am an energetic and diligent team player and work hard who appreciates the opportunity my company and free enterprise system offers me. I am thrifty with my resources and I apply common sense to my daily tasks. I take honest pride in my competency, appearance, and manners, and I am motivated to be and do my best so that my healthy self image will remain on solid ground. These are the qualities that enable me to manage myself and help give me employment security in a no job security world. How many people think that if you literally had that printed on a card and read it out loud to yourself, looking in the mirror every morning, shit would change really quick? You're reprogramming your subconscious, guys. The reason why you don't have what you want in your life is because your subconscious does not believe that you are either capable or deserving. That's it. It is that simple. The thing that we all have to do is we have to figure out how to overwrite the garbage that somebody put in our head so that we can have the confidence that we are not only capable, but also deserving. So that I can see being incredibly powerful. So that was his second one. The first one is give 15 minutes to start your day on purpose. The second one is to read one of the affirmation cards out loud in the mirror. This daily practice will change the way you see yourself, and this will change how you behave, which will get you the results you want. Can you commit to reading the card each morning? It takes about 3 minutes. I didn't time myself, but I do know that the stuff that you get in your head like that, and Gail had a super point the other day, and it's just an idea that I've had. We got to take these little things and turn them into songs because then it's going to get in your head. You're going to have a rhythm and you're going to keep singing the song all day long. I had a guy tell me, ask me one time, he was a coach from Australia. I don't know how I got hooked up with him, but he said, you know the difference between a billionaire and a millionaire? And I said, no, because I'm neither one yet. He said, a billionaire looks at his goal cards every hour. A millionaire only looks at them twice a day. So, guys, let's let ourselves off the hook here. Let's just do it twice a day for right now. In the Think and Grow Rich book, that's exactly what they say. Decide how much money you want to have, by when, what superhuman skill you're going to apply to your world in order to create how much money by when and review it every single day and turn it into a plan and review your plan every day. Huh. Sounds a lot like the magic pill, which stands for Project Improvement Loop, because let's get real, we're all a project. Guys, the third one here is review your top 4 goals. Um, so he's saying to do those 10 things or those 3 things every single day. So then the kid goes back into, well, I know me, I'll do it. Yes, it does make sense, but I know me. After about 3 days, I will stop. So he asked this kid, if you did these actions consistently and persistently, would it make $10,000 worth of difference in your annual income? And he's like, yeah, and then some. He said, okay, then I'm going to make this really simple for you. It takes 66 days to set a habit. You write me a check for $10,000. And we'll look at this after 60 days. And if you've done it for 60 days in a row, I'll give you your check back. Will that help? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, so why would that make the difference? He said, because now I now have the fear of loss. So, guys, think about where you're at. What could happen if you do what you know you're supposed to do? What's going to happen if you don't do what you know you're supposed to do? And in my opinion, the most important thing is how are you going to feel about you? If you do what you know you're supposed to do to take care of you, you are going to feel like a badass. And who doesn't want to feel like that? If you don't do what you know you're supposed to do, you're going to feel like a turd walking around on legs. You'll probably even call yourself a shithead. Why do that to yourself, guys? And the thing that I think that is the most critical is a sucky life takes just as much energy as a good one. The only thing you're doing any different is you're making the conscious decision to apply your skills and your time to create what you want versus taking what the world is willing to give you. And I don't know about you, but we want to talk about getting mad. I'm pissed what the world has given to me so far. And the major reason why is because I know that the guy that can change it or the guy that's created what I have right now is the guy in the mirror. But the good news is he's also the one that is going to make a difference. Now, what I think is pretty cool here is in Quility, I'm going to start calling it, they have the Quility 60. The Quility 60, the number one most important thing is to get 45 minutes of active on purpose exercise every day. Guys, when it comes down to setting goals, if you don't make your health the number one priority, nothing else matters. Some people think that it's selfish. I'm sorry. Keeping me alive longer is kind of an important deal. So that's going to happen before anything else. There's next thing is it's working out a half a gallon of water, reading 10 pages a day. What a coincidence. Following the diet of your choice, which could be instead of eating 2 donuts, I'm only going to eat one. So it's the diet of your choice, and it doesn't got to be perfect, guys. It's just got to be better. And then at that point, they're saying send a gratitude text to somebody that deserves it every day. And they suggest that you do it for 60 days. Maybe what I need to do is actually write a $10,000 check and mail it to Casey and say, I'll need this back in 60 days after I prove to you that I've done my Quility 60. Otherwise, you have the right to cash the check. You know why most people won't do that? Because they don't have the confidence in themselves that they'll do what they're supposed to do. And if you don't have the confidence in you to do what you're supposed to do, why in the hell would anybody else on the planet? Why should they be expected to have that confidence in you? So For me, the lesson I have to take away from this is if I'm going to lead by example and I'm going to duplicate me, I better be as close to the perfect vision or working at it as possible. Because anybody that's ever seen the movie Multiplicity, you lose some of it every time you copy something. So you better be just as clear, more focused than anybody has ever been in order for you to be able to expect anybody to ever follow you. And I know for a fact everybody on this call right now wishes more people would follow them successfully. I'll do my part. I went out and did my run this morning. I got my water sitting here. The diet of my choice, I guess Gail's working on a new one that I'm going to stick with her. And I try to do it every day. And thank you guys for being here because you're pushing me to read 10 pages a day and lead by example. So there's a phrase in Quility that says, build it and they will come. And it refers to working on you so that you will be the kind of person that people want to follow. So, guys, I hope that helps. Get a copy of the book if you can. It's available on Audible. It only takes you about 12 minutes to listen to another chapter every day, especially after you've been through it once. And if you can stand having it turned up to 1.8, I re-listened to it again on the way out when my run, and then I turned the music on the way back. I'm probably going to get in trouble for my screaming. That's scream singing for anybody that doesn't know what that means. But hey, sorry, is what it is. So, guys, I hope that helps. Think about why you're here. Write it down. Review it every day. I will take a picture of the affirmation card that I just read and I'll send it out on the I'm actually just going to send it to the people that were here. No, I'm going to send it back through the text message of the invitation. Maybe that'll scare some folks back into plugging back in with us again. I want to thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. The one thing that I do want you to kind of think about as a closing comment here, the one thing that they say refer to is that the true happiness in life is to have a balance in the different areas of your life. They refer to it as the wheel of life. I think that everybody here has seen that before. If not, let me know and I'll get you a copy of it. And I know that I underlined it here, but I am missing it. It'll give me something to cover tomorrow. I'll make sure that I've got it. Guys, have a great day. And I appreciate you being here. Thanks somebody for doing greatness today. It's typically free. And it amazes me that even though it's free, people don't hand out appreciation as much as they should. So thanks, guys. Appreciate being here. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.
Thank you.